Greetings gastronauts, this is KeefCooks, I'm Keef, and today I'm going to do a cheese sandwich, oh yes. Carrying on from last week's Tex-Mex fajita spectacular, I'm going to make chicken quesadillas. Before we start, quick shout out to Phil Wright and his wife Louise, who we stumbled upon in Leeds Market last weekend. It was kind of odd because Mrs. KeefCooks was on her Todd when she found them, and it turns out she and Phil used to work together at the same place. He's still there in a different role. Mrs. KeefCooks has moved on to run the universe, as you know. So Phil has apparently been a fan of KeefCooks since, a long time ago, 5-6 years, possibly more, and never made a comment, never made himself known, but looks forward to seeing a new video every week. So Phil and Louise, this is for you. I hope you enjoy it. Quesadillas, I assume that's how they're pronounced because it's Spanish. Surely it's not quesadilla. Please tell me it's not. I mean, it's not, it can't be. Anyway, if you enjoy this video, give it a like, share, subscribe, etc. And let's get on with it. Quesadillas de pollo. Okay, quesadillas can contain all manner of things. They can have chicken, peppers, beef, steak, vegetables, and, you know, really whatever you want. But the one thing they've got to have is cheese. Queso comes from the Spanish for queso, which is cheese. So there you go. I'm going to use one chicken breast because I'm going to do just 2 quesadillas at this time. So one skinless, boneless chicken breast will be perfectly adequate, and you want to butterfly it carefully without cutting through that end and without cutting through your fingers. I think I can probably squeeze a bit more this side. Yeah, a little bit. I'll get some cling film and sandwich it. So, you know, I'm a bit of a tree hugger. And I was trying to get rid of cling film from the house a few years ago, and I got all these beeswax things that didn't actually work out that well. So now I've got this bio cling wrap, which is actually made from PLA. They claim it's compostable. It is. I know about PLA. It's what I do 3D printing with. It won't compost in your regular domestic garden compost bin. It needs to be an industrial scale, you know, fully heated monster for that to actually work. However, it's, you know, we're trying. The teeth on the cardboard box don't come close to functioning as a cutter. Okay, we have a chicken and cling film sandwich, and we're going to smash it flat. Set that aside, wash the stuff, and then we'll chop the onion and peppers. Okay. Magic knife, do you think? All right then. And I've got a little red bell pepper and a little yellow one. Then we'll just cut those into thin strips. I'm going to pre-cook the onion and the peppers because they'll be too crunchy otherwise, and likewise the chicken will be too full of salmonella. So some oil and some butter in a frying pan, and heat it up. So we'll put the onion in and let that cook for about 5 minutes till it's soft but not browned. And now we'll add the peppers and let those cook for a couple of minutes. Now I'll take those out and put them in a bowl, set them aside till we need them. Try and leave as much of the oil and butter as you can in the pan. Now we'll do the chicken. I'm going to just sprinkle it with a bit of ground black pepper and shiny new pot of cayenne pepper. and a bit of smoked paprika. Warmed up again. And we'll add the chook. And that'll just need to cook for 2 or 3 minutes each side. And actually, I'll put some spicy stuff on the other side as well. Give it a good squirt of lime juice. We'll set that aside till we need it. Before I do the cheese, I just want to cut the chicken into little bits. Kind of like that. Okay, for a chicken and cheese sandwich, you need the chicken. I've done that. Some cheese and some bread. Not really bread, these, well, kind of bread, but flour tortillas. In Texas, Mexico, you'd be much more likely to get corn tortillas, but we really don't see those around so much here. So we've got nice floppy ones. So the cheese will vary according to where you live, but basically you want strong flavoured cheese and you want stretchy, melty cheese. So that's stretchy, melty mozzarella, strong flavour, also good melter, mature cheddar. Americans will probably use Monterey Jack or Monterey Jack, I don't know. Also, just to give it a bit more of a tangy flavour, I've got some Grana Padano, which is like poor man's Parmesan. Not that poor, it's only about 10p cheaper. Anyway, need to grate the cheese. Don't buy pre-grated cheese. Honestly, what's wrong with you? I discovered recently that a good old retro egg slicer is brilliant for mozzarella. Just like that. Right, now we can build our quesadillas. So I've got most of the cheese, the 3 cheeses, and some spare mozzarella to go on the top. So I want to use about half of this on this one, and then some of the onion and pepper mixture, and then some chicken. We'll fold that in half and make the other one. Right, now the tricky bit is actually cooking them, because you want to get the tortilla nice and golden, and you want to get the inside nice and melty, and you want to get both of those things to occur at the same time. Normally I burn them, but I'll try not to this time. So, bit of heat, a bit of butter, just a very thin coating. You don't want the quesadillas to be swimming in fat. And in we go. You do want a heavy bottom pan. One of my other frying pans has actually got a domed bottom, not on purpose, it's just developed it. And you know, that's really not good for this. How do I know? Okay, I'm now going to attempt to turn it over. I've pressed down the edges to try and make them stick together. But, well, here we go. Oh wow, not bad. And that's what happens if you leave it in the pan too long. Of course, it tastes fantastic. Oh yeah. Could actually do with a bit of salt, but that's just me. That is not going to replace my regular cheese on toast, but you know, that's quite fun. It's interesting. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.